And that was after that play. Was that third or fourth down? That was fourth down?
No, that was third and 20.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
By the way, that Mason Crossbar hook field goal happened when we had the #1 seed following the 2016 season. But this time, we are 7-point favorites at Jerry World over a first-year starter in Jordan Love. This time should be, will be, must be different. So I welcome in two ex-star receivers who both played for the Dallas Cowboys, Michael Irvin, Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn, you kick us off here. You've been threatening all week to pick the Packers. You've been talking noise already about the Cowboys. I don't think you'll have the guts to pick the Packers, so the time is now. Your seat heats. There's no turning back. Who wins and what is the score?
Well, first of all, I have not been on the fence of picking the Green Bay Packers. That's you. You just assume based on your narratives
you kept saying wait till Friday.
Yeah, just wait till Friday. Right. You wanted me to give you information early, so I wanted to wait till Friday.
You were telegraphing.
And so when you look at this football game, yeah, they're 7-point favorites at home. What is it that the Dallas Cowboys have done, obviously, other than the last couple games at home? They've scored a lot of points. They've been prolific offensively at home. Defensively, they're okay, whatever. Deron Bland's got some pick sixes, but for the most part, overall, defensively, I haven't given them an A as much as I have the offense.
All right.
So when I start to look at where CeeDee Lamb, where CeeDee Lamb is.
They're all the same. They're all 88.
All 88, right.
And how Dak Prescott is playing football. Now, the running game is suspect offensively. Defense, I believe, against this young quarterback will be exceptional. Finally at home, exceptional against a young, good quarterback that's been on a tear over the second half of the season.
Yeah.
So, here comes the time that I have to pick the Dallas Cowboys in a boat race.
What?
A boat race against the Green Bay Packers.
No, it's a play game.
A 45-24. It's a boat race.
45-24?
They're going to boat
After
race.
you indicated you were going to pick the Packers all week?
I never said I was. That was you. You assumed. No. That's what I was going to do.
No, you misled.
No, not at all.
You tricked. You deceived.
Even
though
the Packers have
he's
won
doing just that right now.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, he's doing just that right now.
Cool. If I pick the Cowboys, I'm doing something deceiving. If I don't pick them, I'm hating. Now I done picked you at home when you're averaging essentially 40 points, because I get rid of Detroit and some of the other mess, 40 points a game, and I give you 45. After you've been picking them for 40-plus on the road the last several weeks, and they can't even get out of their own way. I'm giving you 45 at home. I'm allowing your defense to give up 24 points against a young, not rookie, but rookie first-time starter based on his first time ever playing in the playoffs in the NFL. I'm giving you action. If you don't want the action, I can take it back.
You got a 21-point game here, right?
Y'all gonna boat.
So no matter what you fail, no matter what you fail with that, you see what I'm saying? So even if you win the game, like I say you will win the game, like I believe the Cowboys will win a 31-24 game, Key comes back and says, man, you should have scored 45. You should score 45, man. You ain't do that. You should score 45. See, that's the setup.
There's no setup.
It is a setup.
If you win 31-24, I'm okay with that. I'm just saying your offense is CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott are playing phenomenal. I'd like for Ferguson to show up now because he kind of but maybe because CeeDee Lamb's been the guy, he's kind of tailed off on where he was at the middle of the season. I want him to step up a little bit more.
And he'll get these opportunities here.
Yes, and then when Alexander just did something to his ankle the other day, so I don't know where his status is. They're going to score. You're going to score. Zaire, you're going to score 40-plus points on this team. That's just what I believe.
So you're heaping pressure on us so that you can say, look. Right?
Skip, again, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't with y'all. Y'all been squeezing me all year long to do something magical for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm giving you love, and I'm still a problem.
Okay, so before Michael goes, how much will you love it if we lose this game? That's the question.
Well, I wouldn't. It's not loving it, Skip. It would be more about, here we go. That's what it would be about. Here we go. And also, we would be on Monday, Tuesday, talking about who's going to replace, I'm just,
yeah, we would.
That's what we be talking about.
That's right.
Who's going to replace?
That's right. You just leave that blank.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that blank.
Leave that blank and we'll work through it. Let me tell you something. I got this score 31-24. Let me tell you what must happen, bar none. The Cowboys have to get a fast start. They have to get a fast start and make sure that Green Bay gets a slow start. That means I need Dak Prescott putting the ball in the air early because that's the primary way in which you move the football. On the other side, I need to make sure that defense on the front end get to Jordan Love. We can talk all we want. This young man has had a phenomenal year.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about Stroud, and certainly he had a phenomenal year from the beginning to the end. But, boy, lately, Jordan Love has really come on. Since week 8, he has been the best quarterback, you know, and statistically in the National Football League.
Yep.
So you got to jump on him early right now to show Green Bay, you guys don't supposed to be here. Oh, enjoy this atmosphere, see what it's like, taste it, touch it, but get out of here. You're not supposed to be here, and I need an early start out of you. I want to also see, and I believe this is possible, I want to see, I like that, from CD, one of those historical wide receiver runs.
Which will make me hysterical. Yes,
which will make you hysterical.
Thank you.
A historical that makes us hysterical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of those runs like Larry Fitzgerald got a couple years ago, man.
Cooper Kupp,
Fitzgerald. One of those. Give me one of those type that ends up with you taking 8-8 to new heights with the Super Bowl MVP like he and I talked about. And I believe this is possible because, like I talked about Tyreek Hill, he is everything now for that Dallas offense. Now, I talked last week about the main players stepping up and playing. When you get to playoff football, the other players have to step up and play. I mean, those role players have to make their role. Kennedy Shark, he got famous because right here in these moments, he started doing that shark dance every time he made a play on the special team. Kenny Gant.
Yeah. Oh, 29. 29, right?
Kenny the Shark. Yeah, he did that little shark dance. So you get a chance now to make a name for yourself, and I want to see some of them step up. You talked about Ferguson. I want to see them step up and make plays right here, right now. The Cowboys got to jump on them early. Skipper, it's going to be a scary game.
I agree. I'm going to echo and amplify everything the playmaker just said. I'm going to start off by obliterating and annihilating and disrespecting and ignoring the greatest cliche in the history of sports, one game at a time. I'm all about 2 games at a time. I'm ready to jump ahead. I need 2 home game victories or the coach is gone and I'm going to have grave doubts about the quarterback. 2 games I'm talking about out of the box before the playoffs even start. I gotta see, I gotta feel 2 home victories. I'm talking about Green Bay first. We're better than Green Bay. Our quarterback is way more experienced and playing at an even higher level than Jordan Love is, and I love Jordan Love, and I got nothing but respect for him. But my football team is positioned to do great things. For the first time in a long, long time, it is positioned. We have talked and talked about how the Jimmy curse was broken. The night you were there and Jerry finally enshrined Jimmy in the Ring of Honor, and the curse, a 30-year curse, was broken. And all of a sudden, the NFL God said, we agree. Let there be Dallas. And Philadelphia collapsed right before your very eyes. And we all look up, and we probably didn't earn it or deserve it, but we got the 2 seed. And all of a sudden, we've won 16 straight games at home, 16 in a row. It has to be 17, and it has to be 18. And 18 might come against Detroit or Philadelphia or Tampa. I don't care who it is. We can beat any of those teams at home to get to our first NFC Championship game in 28 years. Right. What do we have right before your very eyes? We have the #1 offense in all of professional football. We scored more points than anybody scored. We don't have an all-time great defense, but we have a very good one because it's top 5. We led the National Football League in pressures. We got to the quarterback more than anybody got to the quarterback and pressured the quarterback. And furthermore, we have the best kicker out of nowhere, out of the heavens. We have the best kicker in all of pro football who was voted by the players, the #1 kicker over Justin Tucker. Name them. There are a bunch of good kickers. Our guy, Brandon Aubrey, is voted #1 because he starts out making 35 out of 35.
Perfect.
He is automatic.
A-U-T-O-matic.
Hey, and we got Kevontae Turpin returning kicks. And is there anybody better than Kevontae Turpin?
You just named the whole damn roster.
I'm just saying. Do we not have the best offense in? Here's what I say: we got the best special teams in football. Do we not? Do we not have the best special teams?
You have a solid team.
So what did Jimmy always say? It's 3 prongs, right?
3 parts.
You have to have 3 parts to this. Okay,
parts.
so if you have the #1 offense and a top 5 defense and the best special teams in football, what do you got? You got a team that should at least win the next 2 home games to get to the NFC Championship game.
The problem, I start off by saying that they're going to boat race the Packers and they should win the game. You have now jumped ahead.
I have. I don't even care.
Skip,
I got it. No, yes, I can.
This is where it goes bad for y'all all the time. And this is why I'm here to try to bring y'all down so that you understand you got to go one game at a time, man. You cannot start looking ahead to Detroit, looking ahead to Tampa Bay. You can't start that.
Okay,
How could you dare?
Okay, let's start from the start. Let's start from what you just said. You have to come out of the locker room Sunday ready to play football. The last time Green Bay came for a playoff game was the one with the Mason Crossbar hooked field goal. You realize, I look up and it's 21-3 because we weren't ready to play. We had a bye week and we were not ready to play football. And Aaron Rodgers stuck us with 21 quick points and we're down 21-3.
That's why I am
And to Dak's undying credit, he fought all the way back to 31-all before that field goal happened.
Right.
Okay? That can't happen this time. Jordan Love, he first caught my eye on Thanksgiving Day, didn't we? Yeah, we had a show on Thanksgiving, so I barely get home. I'm eating my Thanksgiving with my wife Ernestine, her sister Joyce, and I'm trying to watch the game, and I keep looking up, and I say, wait a second. It's Green Bay at Detroit. Well, we thought Detroit was invincible. And I keep looking at the score, and all of a sudden I look up, and at halftime, it's 23-6 Green Bay. And I'm saying, what is Jordan Love doing? And I look at the end of the game, and he goes 22 of 32 for 268, 3 touchdowns, and no picks. And they are off to the boat races because here they came. And for the last 6 games, he's thrown 18 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
One interception.
Woo! One interception.
Okay, is so why I say they have to start fast.
Yes, you have to. You have to put them back in their place because they're not ready for. I don't care what you say. They're not ready for this unless you give them life to start the game.
Right. And you give them life, though.
How could they not be ready?
Well, I'm just saying they've not done this. This isn't Aaron Rodgers anymore.
And they don't know what they don't know. They've never played on this stage. Yeah. You can say it's one game, it's just another game. You can say it all you want, but that's not the reality. When you get on that stage, you're going to say, ooh, this is different. And they will, too, and you got to take advantage of that. I'm worried in this sense, though. Dallas, you have to start fast offensively to help whatever they want to do in running the football also. Because Aaron Jones has been coming on lately and playing well and putting his stamp on this. So I'm saying you have to start fast and put some points on the board and put pressure back on Jordan Love and don't let them just fall off and hand that ball off and run the ball.
The strength of your team, even though your offense has been prolific in scoring points and doing all that sort of stuff, and CeeDee Lamb
but we can't have a Detroit game at home.
You can't have a Detroit game at home.
Because the rest, Jimmy Johnson ain't there.
You got to get up and play to the strength of your team, which is your pass rush. Whether you're sacking or harassing, that's what you have to do.
Harassing works also.
Harassing works also.
And since this kid don't throw interceptions, you can't get behind.
Well,
that's what I'm talking about.
He throws interception. He just hasn't thrown it lately. He has been a pick machine, except right now he's not throwing the football. But You guys do take the ball.
You can't call a man a pick machine. The man just got the starting job.
No, but I'm talking about.
See, that's another. That's another slick way you're trying to mess with Dallas.
That's another slick way. Trying to mess with Dallas?
I caught that. I had to catch that because the man he just started. So those first few games he was just starting. He was learning to play. Now we saying some click and he knows how to play. And then you talk, he's a pick machine. See, you're gonna say this tomorrow after we win. Y'all couldn't even beat a pick machine. Like, where do you get all of that from?
Good point. Very good point.
I just catch you. You go ahead on.
I'm not trying to set you up for anything.
Set me up.
What I'm trying to get you to understand is early on in the season he was giving the ball away to the other team.
Because he was learning how to play in this league.
That may be true. But you could also put him back in that position if you do the things that you're capable of doing on defense at home. The problem with it is, with it, the last several games at home, your defense has failed to play. Detroit gave you that game at home. They handed it to you.
The referee did.
Ref, whatever, yeah. But I also say Detroit because Dan Campbell kicked the field goal going overtime. You 3 shots at 2 doesn't make a lot of sense. No coaches do that. I mean, they just don't. You have an opportunity to get to the second game. But you talk about the Green Bay Packers not in this moment, don't know what it is. Well, does the Dallas Cowboys? Do they know this moment?
Oh, yeah.
And how?
How can they not know it?
Because every time you play at home, you lose in the playoffs.
Yeah, but every time they lose and turn on any TV, that's all they talk about.
How do you, Michael?
You see, so Green Bay don't understand.
When was the last time y'all won a home playoff game?
We saying the same thing here.
So I'm saying what you say and Skip says that the Green Bay Packers don't know anything about this environment, the playoff environment.
Right.
Do the Dallas Cowboys?
Yes, they know the pain of it. You're saying they don't know anything because they haven't won. I'm saying they know stuff because they know the pain of it. They've gotten here and failed. Don't you do this again. That's what I'm saying. So we're saying the same thing, but it's a feeling. You got to know the pain of it. That's what gets you over it.
But if you know the pain of it, you get over it. But if you don't know the pain and you don't know anything about it, guess what that is? That's extremely dangerous. I'm going to ask you a question.
I'm with you on that.
Your first playoff game that you ever played in, Michael, did y'all win?
Yeah, won in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your first playoff game.
Beat Jim Harbaugh.
Guess what happened in my first playoff game I ever played in? We won.
Yeah,
we boat raced the Jacksonville Jaguars. In our first playoff game, we ain't never played in the playoffs, don't even know what the playoffs feel like.
I understand what you
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's pretty good.
And guess what? Chicago had been in the playoffs before.
That was pretty good. You got me there.
Yeah, I got you.
But you did get me. We went on the road to beat Chicago,
too. We don't want to. Come on, man.
But that was different. We were on our way to a dynasty, and that's what we became. So you trying to say Green Bay ain't on their way to dynasty. But they are good.
You don't know what they on their way to.
Now, Skip.
You don't know what they on their way to.
Let me fix this because like 30 or 31 of his touchdowns are going to people, players that are in their first or second year. Like 4,000 of his yards that he's thrown for has gone to all young receivers, young guys under 2 years. So they have a chance. I'm saying they have a chance at Green Bay to do something special because they got some talent and it is growing with Jordan Love. I'm just telling you, I'm giving you some points there.
Yeah, by the way.
You ain't got to give me the points because I'm just
giving you some points.
I just smacked you real good with that one.
Okay, the last time we won a home playoff game, Dak outplayed Russell Wilson and beat Pete Carroll's Seahawks at home. It was 24-22
and what year was
after
that?
the 2018 season.
2018.
Okay, so it's been
So a majority of this team majority of this team were not part of the Cowboys.
And to that
what you laughing at?
So they all still got to feel this pain.
That's all I'm trying to tell you, man.
Most is however you got to.
But I think they're going to boat race some Skip 45-24.
Dak Prescott is still 2-4 in postseason games, and it's got to be better. It's got to come to at least 4-4. If not, let's go 5-4 and get to a Super Bowl. But
can we get
right
to 3
now,
and
2
4
and 4.
first?
I'm just saying I'm ready. It's on the table. It's set up. The skids are greased.
But this is a threshold point here. This moment right here, because let me tell you guys what. Dak, CD, these guys got to win this game because we're about to invest so much money into them. So whatever this is, give me a glimpse of something great in the future. You know what I mean?
That is correct.
This is the core that we're about to invest in.
So
if you can't do it here, can you ever do it? And why should we invest in it? That's what I'm saying.
They should beat Green Bay.
Yeah, I ain't talking about
you better hope so. So what did Rob Gronkowski say after we got boat raced at Buffalo? He sat right here on Fox, and he said that is not a mentally tough football team. Right. So I want them to know that. I want them to feel that. I want them to seethe over that. I want them to show us they are mentally tough enough to come out, to be ready, to put it on Jordan Love from jump. Yeah. And take control of a football game. They should win. I believe they will win. I got your 31. I think we can hold Jordan Love and company to 20. And I do think we can turn him over a couple times. I just think we can.
You do a good job of turning the ball over at home. You do a pretty good job. But the problem is now your head coach is feeling the pressure. You do know that, right? Your head coach even said that.
Respond.
He's feeling the pressure of the playoff game, thanks to your owner, Jerry Jones.
Right, and I want him to matriculate that pressure right down to the players. Exactly. That's what we're talking about.
I can't wait for you to tell me.
Yeah, we want him to do that.
I can't wait to be sitting next to you in the late third quarter and you say, Key, man, should we go for it to kick the field goal? And then he go for it and miss it. Oh, I can't wait. Because the pressure, because he should take the three.
It's not going to come down to this. It's not going to come down.
I don't think it is.
Now I know I got a close score at 31-24. I'm thinking this game go most of the day at 31-17. But Jordan Love shows something great.
All right.
Shows what he's going to be and make a last drive to make it 24, but the Cowboys walk away.
Walk away. Victorious.
Victorious.
We need 2. We'll start with 1. But up next, we got to talk Patriots.
Here we go.
We got some breaking news. Wait, the Patriots are replacing Bill Belichick with Gerard Mayo? Really? Huh. No mercy, no mercy, no mercy. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.